Hi, my name is Carl Fredrik, and I will now give you a quick tutorial on how to install OPM, Flow and ResInsight on Ubuntu 18.04 Bionic Beaver. The first thing you probably want to do is to go into the OPM website. So if you write opmproject.org, you're getting into the website for the Open Porous Media initiative. In the upper right corner there, it's a button called Download, which takes you to the web page, which basically describes how to download and install Flow on different operating systems. We have 18.04, but we will still follow the guidelines for 16.04 here. So if you click on the 16.04 page, you basically get all the instructions for how to install Flow on your computer. First thing you want to do is to open a terminal window. If you go to the desktop and right click, at the bottom you have a button called Open Terminal. In this terminal window, what the instruction here tells you to do is to first write sudo apt-get update, which updates your list of different packages. You also should install this software properties command. On Linux, if you mark the text and then click the middle button on your mouse or the roller, you glue it in. Pushing enter, we are installing this software properties command package. And now we need to install the repository containing all the OPM softwares. This is called OPM/PPA. So if we glue in this command, we are installing this, which is basically a list for the computer for finding out where to find the different OPM softwares and how to install them. If we try to write Flow now, you will see that we do not have Flow on this computer. But if we probably should also update our package list. But if we now try to search for OPM among the list of different applications we can install on this computer now, you will see there is a lot of OPM packages. For the simulator, the Flow simulator itself, if you try to search for OPM simulators, you will get this shorter list, and the binaries is this lib OPM simulators 1 bin. So if you write sudo apt-get install and the name of this package, we will install the Flow binaries. So if I try to write Flow again now, you see that the program is here, but it needs some data to be tested on. So let's create a directory called data, and in that directory we can clone in this GitHub page with OPM data, which is basically a set of different data cases with reservoir models too, which can be, it's different test cases for testing the software basically. If you click on this green button, clone or download, and write git clone, you might need to install Git first. I already have Git on my computer. And then the address, then you start to clone in this whole dataset here. This is a fairly large dataset. It's a lot of reservoir models, and some of those reservoir models are really large. They are proper full-field reservoir models. So this will take a while because it's a lot of data that needs to be copied down. In the meanwhile, we can try to install ResInsight. So if we search for ResInsight, I don't think we need sudo either. Then we find the different packages from ResInsight on which is part of this OPM repository. We want to install this Octave ResInsight. Should probably enlarge the view here again. If you write sudo apt-get install and then Octave ResInsight, then we're installing ResInsight together with this Octave plugin. Octave is very similar to MATLAB, but it's open source and free. Apparently I have installed some of this before because this was fairly fast. It probably will take a bit longer time on your computer, but let's see. Yeah, now we have ResInsight installed there. We can open it up. It looks like this. And here you have different buttons to open the full 3D models, or if you only want to look at some summary, basically some vector plotting, you can use this button. Let's see first if we have gotten downloaded this data case. Now the data case has been downloaded. You see in this OPM data, and inside here it's all the different test cases. And we can try out test case SP number 1, which is a very simple one. Now, well, first look at what's inside this folder. Here we have different versions of this data case, and we want to try to run SP case 1 data. So then it's just the right flow, and then SP1 case 1.data, and the simulator runs. You see you got a lot of output here. For example, you can look at this PRT file, which is a printout from the simulation with a lot of information about the simulation. You can then also try to run ResInsight and open this eGrid file, which is basically the 3D information. And here we have the model. As you see, it's a fairly simple model, but still it is a proper model with an injection well, a production well, and if you click this play button here, you will see how the different fluids are propagating through the reservoir when you are injecting here. So, flow works, ResInsight works. That was all for now. Enjoy.